was a really, really good tournament situation there, because it was, I believe, Nivek lost originally to as Raiden, and then made the switch to Shiraryu.
But he went straight to Shiraryu.
He was margins away from beating Foxy. He came so close to taking him out. And I believe a big part of that is also the matchup of, I don't really think Takeda does that badly versus Melina at all, really. I mean, across Shiraryu and Ronin, I know you said we probably won't see him go for Ronin, but we do know that Storm has actually been playing Ronin to kind of, I guess, have that extra element. We've said time and time again, especially, I believe that if you're going to play Takeda in tournament, I feel like you're actually kind of shooting yourself in the foot by not using both variations, you know, Ronin and Shiraryu together.
It's just nice, so especially with Ronin, you just get that amazing back one mid. I know obviously universally you have the forward one, which is great for Takeda, but that's got a lot of wish punishment potential, especially against Melina with the back one too. But we'll have to wait and see which variation he goes for, because I don't know exactly what the matchup is on paper, like, so it kind of is a little bit of us theory fighting as we go. We're just going by what we've seen Foxy fight before in Shiraryu with his Melina, and he has struggled before, and he is going straight into Shiraryu, not a huge surprise. Hopefully Storm can really bring himself to how he used to play, and how I'm sure he plays on the way to top 8, because like I said before, this set is so important for him if he wants to actually stand a chance to still make the finals.
So it's going to be Piercing versus Shiraryu. Again, first hit. It's going to be good for both these guys. Oh, the slight walk back once again. I mean, that's such a strong tool from Melina. That small step back into the whiff punish back one. Oh, he's going to hit by the staggered forward one, though. That's going to be a good, respectable damage. Straight into hard to blockable, and that's going to be a full combo. Oh, hang on. Could he have got more damage than that?
I'm not sure. Still has himself a nice generous life lead so far. Does manage to stay safe from the whiff and JP, so that's not so bad. But that right there is actually really good data for Storm. The fact that he did forward 1-2 on block, into forward 1-2 again, and actually chewed up Melina's back 1-2, that's good for him to know. Not quite sure how consistency that's going to work, but he knows that he has something to answer for that string.
Nice. Oh, I like the reactions there. Just letting go of that teleport. Let's not forget that when Takeda lands his teleport on hit, gets a free mix-up afterwards. Very, very plus on hit.
Has to watch out for the amount of meter Foxy's got, though. Has a breaker, X-ray hit confirm. He has a lot of utility right now with it.
He's going to go in for meter burn. Kunai has the meter to spend. Foxy, I'm not really sure why he got caught by that, but Storm is going to take round number 1. But Foxy's sitting on 3 bars, which means he can be a little bit more risky if he wants to. Nice reactions from Storm. Oh, full combo. Foxy has to break. He has put Storm in the corner, though, so this is a little bit dangerous.
Doesn't go for the 50-50, just leaves himself there.
Foxy's not actually going for an anti-cross-up, I believe. Maybe matchup experience. Maybe that jump kick's kind of hard. Oh, no! Tries to get the repositioning and drops it.
Oh,
the conversion off Foxy. Oh, no.
Bad times for Storm to miss that. Gets the 50-50 this time, goes for it. Storm doesn't block, has a break, but he's going to hold on to the bar. I mean, this is Shiraryu. He's got amazing comeback potential, and he needs bar to do it. Even at this health, if he can get one hit on Foxy, he's not going to hit a breaker. But no, that's going to be round.
We see that time and time again, where players will get hit by that restand and will then challenge it and try and move and just get hit outright by Foxy's back one. We see that all the time. I'm not sure it's a great option to go for.
Storm's sitting pretty at 3 bars though. Foxy building so much meter though.
Oh,
gets a nice hit confirm.
Whiffing that jump in normal. Free punish for Foxy on that back one.
Oh, no. Storm gets a little bit too far ahead of himself. That's going to be a full corner combo for Foxy. Into restand. Into guaranteed back 1-2, but is he going to know? Is he going to go for the throw? No, just enforces the back 1-2 game once again.
Doesn't go for the 50-50. Tries anti-cross, and that's exactly why Foxy spent the majority of the set just taking that block, because that one time he tried anti-cross up, he ate a jump kick. Storm has made comebacks before. Oh, Foxy a little bit anti with a whiff punish.
Has to watch out for the jump in. The armor is going to cleanly anti at that, and Storm unfortunately going to throw away game 1. Now that was a really good game for both players. I think Storm's getting a little bit too eager though. I think in situations where he really has the potential for a comeback, but he just does something a little bit too brash, like a wayward jump in, or he commits to something a little bit too hard. He had a really good round 1. He got some good reactions, actually. I was going to say reads, but they were more reactions. But unfortunately, once you get punished by Melina and she has you in the corner, you are kind of limited as to how good out. She hasn't got the greatest corner pressure in the game, but in the corner her damage amplifies significantly. So you have to be really careful when you get hit by anything when your back's in the corner.
Now I think Storm, I don't think he's going to switch to Ronin. He's getting a lot of mileage out of the teleport to get around the side, and Melina's neutral is so heavily controlled by the speed and recovery of her side tosses, especially in piercing. So the fact that you have a teleport that you can let go of on reaction is a very, very powerful tool. Oh no, right there though, I think just getting a little bit eager. Foxy really having no reason to not just block there. Oh, very risky down to. Oh no, he's going to whiff. One of the things Takeda cannot do, and we say this time and time again.
Drops it again.
Absolutely can never whiff, because if he does, full combo punish. They take a million years to recover those strings.
And that's another jump in, trip guard city. Foxy's going to take this round clean. That's going to be a nice 35%. 3 bars of X-ray. fully stocked. Storm approaching it too. Storm's kind of, again, I think it's the neutral he's really sort of letting himself down. He's getting a little bit too far ahead, and he's just doing unsafe things he doesn't need to do. Oh, gets the low though, commits to the kunai, and Foxy's going to break, leaving in the corner.
That's that 6 frame down 1. Foxy tries to confirm, doesn't quite get it. Oh no, full hit confirm, that's going to be good damage. NJP, back 1-2 into the restand. If Storm challenges this, he might eat a full combo.
Well, unfortunately,
oh no.
That could be death. No, had to break, keep himself alive, but unfortunately that all started off Storm.
Oh, but
no.
the thing is, Foxy, I think a big part of that was just seeing the meter. I don't think Storm actually had the stamina for that.
And that's going to be a clean out and cross up again. Like, Storm killed himself with that last time, and unfortunately did it again. And that entire sequence started out of Storm trying to down 2 out of him just being minus. He was guaranteed that there wasn't even a mix-up there. It was just he got hit by forward 1 and had to take the follow-up, and he just tried to down 2.
A lot of this does actually seem, I think it's almost the story of Storm's life with Season 3, in that what's losing him a lot of these matches is not respecting things that absolutely have to be respected. And when we use the term respected, obviously we basically mean that you know something is an option. If you have to hold something, like if you get hit by something and you have to hold the follow-up, be it a block string, a special move, whatever, you have to block it. If you disrespect it, you challenge it. And sometimes you just can't do it because you'll eat damage for free.
Well, the thing is, if you're challenging it, and it's something that's guaranteed, it's because you're expecting the opponent to mess it up. And Foxy is not going to do that. If he gets his back 1-2 restand, there is no way he's mistiming that guaranteed back 1. And if you're going to disrespect it, you just assume he's going to do that.
The one thing Storm is respecting is every time he does a low poke on block, he knows that Foxy's going to pretty much get a free back 1 check. So at least he's holding that.
Foxy didn't even get the first bar, and he's already built himself a breaker, and he's going to use it on the armor and going to get a nice hit. Storm forced to break early.
Has to be careful with how he gets out of the corner. The teleport is the most obvious option. Nice hit confirming the telly. Gets the overhead, and that's going to be good pressure.
Nice meter build as well. Keeps himself in the game a little bit there. Approaching a breaker. Storm's he's going to have enough meter to break if he wants to in this round if he gets hit again. But he has to be careful. If he spends a bar on the mix-up, he's not going to have that opportunity. But he can hit confirm into some meatless damage. But Foxy built another breaker.
Oh no, against most characters you can get away with that. But unfortunately, when that's back 1 range on Melina, you're going to eat a full combo for whiffing that string. Normally so safe.
Now, again, that's sort of an extra layer to the mix-up we were talking about. Is when the restand is guaranteed, and you know you have to hold Melina's back 1-2. Once Foxy knows you're blocking that, because you have to, he's going to start throwing you, because he knows you're blocking. He's going to start going for forward 1s instead and making you force to 50-50.
That was actually extremely ballsy for Foxy to kind of just run in there and back 1 him when he was charging the teleport. But I think he's got Storm so worried to commit to the teleport now. I think Foxy realizes he can just run straight in.
Just like that, build himself a bar again. Oh, baits the ball this time, gonna get a full punish. Storm cannot drop this, gets him in the corner, 25% damage. Oh, nice setup for a throw, gonna throw straight back into the corner as well.
Could have been risky though. If that went pear-shaped, he would have been straight in the corner.
But I like how Storm isn't letting himself get too flustered.
That's going to be nice, respectable damage. Oh no, he drops the
follow-up.
Was he trying to do something?
With the full string!
That could be it. That's going to be restand, and the next play could very well send Foxy into semi-finals.
Oh no, and uses just meter burn spear.
Ouch.
I didn't even know the kick itself brutality. Don't even see that go into the side.
Well, Foxy is going to move into semi-finals very, very comfortably. 3-0 against Storm. Now, the problem is...
drop the right end, dropping the ender into a whiff string from maximum delay wake up. That's just not something you can really do with Takeda. Well, you have to wait for it.
Storm was definitely going for something different there. He was going for a different option because the conventional combo ender would have basically kept him in the corner and put Melina mid-screen, which is exactly where she wants to be. As Takeda, if you've got meter burn whip, you can obviously reposition because he throws them over his head. You can do sometimes you can do run under, jump kick or whatever, and it just didn't work out. Whether it was just an executional error, whether his brain just frazzled under the tournament pressure, and you know, sometimes you just kind of forget what move you're trying to do because your brain will say, right, do this move you don't normally do because it's a corner repositioning situation. Like, who knows what happened?
I mean,
either way,
I do suppose. I mean, he was in a situation where
right there
he could have just ran out of the corner and then did his 1-1-2. But I think because he dropped it earlier in the set, he probably second-guessed it, probably hesitated, and just opted not to do it in a situation where, again, it should have been the go-to thing. But that's when you start to doubt yourself. If you start having execution areas you don't normally have, or if you start playing differently to the way you normally do, and you let that affect you in the middle of a match, you are going to start doing things you shouldn't do because you just don't trust your ability to do it. I'm not saying that's obviously what Storm is thinking. That's just an educated guess based on having seen him play for over 12 months at this point.
So unfortunately, Storm is going to go out round 1 of top 8 again. I mean, let's not forget, by making these top 8s, he's getting himself at least 25 points each time. The danger is we're now finding ourselves in a situation where his competition is starting to place higher than he is. So although he's made, I mean, this is his 4th top 8 in 5 weeks. That's normally amazing consistency. However, because he's going out in the top 8 originally, he's not getting the next level of those points. So when you've got players like Foxy, Madsen, Saccron, and even Irish Mantis at this point, those places are getting overtaken extremely quickly. And let's not forget that his competition in someone like Boki, who has also made top 8, if he takes out Mads in round 1, Boki could easily just completely overtake Storm. I mean, if he hasn't overtaken Storm already, because Boki has made it in semi-finals before. He's had less top 8s, but he's placed slightly higher.
But that's where the difference comes down to, really. Like there is a clean 25 points between every single area, so you have to be placing highly if you want to make it really count. Because at this point, it's not even just Storm that's at risk. Vladdy managed to get 2nd place in week 1, started himself on really strong, made a couple of top 8s, but unfortunately hasn't been in top 8 really a lot at all.
He's getting overtaken.
So he has already been overtaken by a bunch of players. Madsen's taken over him. Irish Madness has taken over him. And he had really strong showings early on, just really showing kind of how cutthroat Season 3 is showing to be so far. Because you can place really well in a couple of weeks, but if you can't maintain that consistency, you are going to struggle and you are going to get overtaken by players who simply can.
So we're getting